Hi everyone, my name is Cindy and today is the monthly napkin challenge. I am crafting from my stash of napkins and I have plenty. So DIY number 1, a thankful puzzle. The supplies needed include a magnetic puzzle, and I think this came from Walmart, buttermilk acrylic paint, a thankful napkin, Mod Podge, a mailer, a plastic bag, and an X-Acto knife. My neighbor invited me over to her home for a crafting session. I was so excited to see what we were going to make. She gave me a wooden puzzle and some ideas of what I could do with this craft. And because we were having the napkin exchange, I thought this would be a perfect thing to put a napkin on. I put it together and thought also it would be great to send to some of my family members. After I put it together, I painted the entire puzzle with buttermilk acrylic paint. Then I took a napkin that said thankful. I cut around the border and placed it over the puzzle to kind of get an idea of how it will look. Once I was satisfied with the placement, I removed one ply from the napkin, put Mod Podge on the puzzle, and began laying the napkin down. And then I just let it dry. Now, should have thought this through. After it was dry, I took an X-Acto knife and cut around the puzzle pieces. Once completed, I removed the excess napkin, and some of the napkins kind of tore. So I had to kind of piece it together, like Humpty Dumpty, you have to put them together again. And I did the best I could with this project, and I hope my neighbor is proud of my creation. Now, what I did learn from this project, it is better to draw on the wood with colored pencils or pens, and she did mention something like that. Or instead of a napkin, maybe a heavier duty paper. Paint was not necessarily good for this project because it caused the wood to swell, and then I couldn't get the puzzle pieces back together, or I had difficulty taking them apart. In addition, it is better to put something on each puzzle piece versus the entire napkin over wood, and like I said before, unless it's something heavy. Now this is magnetic, and currently it's on my refrigerator when I filmed it. Now you can see you can put it anywhere. Anyway, I think it looks pretty good, and I'm going to put it in a plastic bag and put it in a mailer and send it to a family member. Now our sweet host is Sunflowers and DIYing. She is crafty, loves sunflowers, and brings a ray of sunshine to the collaborators. So be sure to subscribe, like, save, and comment on her awesome channel. The link to her channels is in the description box below. Now, the other crafters have made some wonderful DIYs also, so be sure to subscribe, like, save, and comment on their channels. The playlist is in the description box below. So now we're on to our second DIY, a plastic fall tray. The supplies needed include a fall napkin, air-dried clay, Mod Podge, white spray paint, green acrylic paint, painter's tape, and gold paint or maybe some rub and buff. Now, this is a pretty easy project, but you know me, I had to add extra. But the tray had some dots on the bottom and needed to be covered before putting the napkin down. So that's what the painter's tape is for. I taped the sides with painter's tape and sprayed the bottom flat white spray paint. I decided to use a more muted green and blue napkin with pumpkins. I removed the ply from the napkin, removed the painter's tape, brushed Mod Podge on the bottom of the tray, and began laying the napkin down. Now I had to smooth it with some plastic wrap, and I decided to dress it up by putting some air-dried clay near the handles on both sides and a rope of clay around the bottom of the tray. I painted the sides green and put some gold paint on the molds to highlight them. Pour hot chocolate, coffee, or tea in a cup, put it on the tray, add a couple of cookies, and enjoy the day. DIY number 3, a glass Tealight holder. The supplies needed include 1 2x3 glass from a picture frame and 2 pieces of glass from a 4x6 picture frame, E6000, a fall napkin, and Mod Podge. This was my favorite, but I was not sure how I was going to pull it off. First, I cut out some leaves to put on one side of the glass. And I used some green and orange leaves, and I just randomly arranged them on the glass first. I used Mod Podge to cover the entire glass on one side, and this gave it kind of a little frosted look, which was a look I was trying to achieve anyway. I used E6000 to adhere one piece of 4x5 glass, and when that was dry, I glued the other piece of glass on the other side. Now, I think the E6000 didn't work for me, so I used the other adhesive from Dollar Tree. Once I was sure that it was secure, then I placed my Tealight in the middle, and wow, how beautiful. I probably would not put a real candle in between the two glass because the glass may not be able to withstand the heat, even though it may not be a lot. So look at how it looks with the lights dim. I will give this DIY a 5. Let me know what you think. Well, that is all, Z9 Designs family. Make sure you subscribe, like, save, and comment. I am heading toward 1,500 subscribers on my channel. And when I get there and you are a subscriber and you have made a comment on that video, your name will be entered into the giveaway. So keep watching. Also follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And give me that thumbs up because it helps my channel to grow. And remember, 'tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. This is by Alfred Tennyson. See you later. Bye-bye.